The preparations for the second termination attempt of SCP-682 began after several hours of the first termination's failure. As part of the termination attempt, Dr. Bright's anomalous properties were intended to be utilized in order to take control of SCP-682's body. The anomalous properties referenced come from the amulet that Dr. Bright has around his neck, which is designated as SCP-963-1. SCP-963-1 is an ornate amulet approximately 15 cm in circumference, made from white gold with 13 brilliant cut diamonds surrounding a oval cut ruby in a star-burst pattern. It was discovered in the personal effects of who had been found dead by apparent suicide, surrounded by a number of supernaturally related books. Our agent in the area found that 963-1 was incapable of being damaged and brought it according to Protocol XLR-8R. Following a containment breach of SCP-076-2 that occurred after SCP-963-1's indexing, Dr. Bright was killed in breach among other Foundation staff while transporting SCP-963-1 by hand past SCP-076-2's containment unit. After much experimentation, it has been discovered that when any living anthropoid comes into direct skin contact with SCP-963-1, the mind of the subject is wiped, and that of Dr. Bright is projected from 963-1 onto the subject. As part of the preparations for the termination attempt, Dr. Bright and his team of researchers were preparing a metal staff that was intended to lure SCP-682 to Dr. Bright's host position in order to give the researching staff an opportunity to get Dr. Bright's amulet on SCP-682. After all preparations and calculations of success probabilities were done, the termination attempt was launched when all researching and operational staff was in position. At first, the operation started as intended. Dr. Bright caught the attention of SCP-682 with the metal staff and thus lured it to his position. SCP-682 started charging towards Dr. Bright, and when it got close enough, Dr. Bright got the amulet on it and his host body fell limp on the staging floor. After that stage of the termination was complete, SCP-963-1 continued to be in contact with SCP-682 for the better part of a week. For the first 36 hours, SCP-682 remained in a comatose state. Shortly thereafter, it proceeded to grow large claws and tunnel its way through its containment, causing a massive breach. Incredibly, SCP-682 only injured one researcher and then allowed itself to be meekly shepherded back to its containment. 682 paced its room for another 24 hours, at which point it again went comatose. 10 hours before Dr. Bright awoke, SCP-963-1 was excreted from SCP-682's brow. A team retrieved it and immediately placed it upon a new host body that Dr. Bright got after the termination attempt. After Dr. Bright awoke in his new host body, an identification test was conducted in order to make sure that indeed Dr. Bright was the one who possessed the host body. The test was passed successfully, and Dr. Bright was asked to tell his last memories of recent events. He remembered his staging against 682. But he remarked a rather odd statement. He remarked that he tasted barbecue sauce. The monitoring of SCP-682 was to continue as usual, and Dr. Bright was assigned a new mission, one that has something to do with an odd teenage SCP. Hello everybody, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like, comment and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future videos, please post them in the comments below. And I also suggest you go read the stories for yourself, because they're a really good read. And see you in the next video.